What is up, fuckers? Back at it again, and you know what? I feel like every time I say this, Samielle is gonna give me a face palm.
Because it's still surprising. You tell me every time you tell me the reason why you call your fans the fuckers, and it still catches me off guard.
Shit,
They're fuckers because they like to fuck. What's the problem?
It's just my ever loving. Wow, that is horrible. Do you see what they did with her entrance video? Anyway, all right.
Mad at, oh god.
We're here. It is your boys back at it again. The Gentleman Podcast for Wrestling. Oh my god, the editing.
Forgot what we were.
Because the editing on this entrance is so damn bad, and then not to mention she's gonna run into. So we don't get to see the rest of this horrible. What
kind of shit is this?
What is going on?
In a minute, this isn't gonna be a podcast. This is gonna be us talking about how horrible this game is.
What is life?
God. What is 2K?
What is going on?
Where are you going? What is happening? This is a fucking game of gymnastics. This ain't even a match anymore.
What is going on?
What is life?
What is this game?
Oh, shit.
Okay, anyways.
Let me try this intro again. Hello, fuckers. How are you doing today? I hope you all are feeling lovely. Welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Podcast for Wrestling.
Yep.
And my boys will go ahead and introduce themselves while I try to get my shit together.
You get your shit together. I'm still in shock from this bitch. Holy fuck.
Oh, gosh.
Shit.
What's cracking, y'all? My name is Samielle, repping the greatest area code of all time, repping that 773 up in this biatch. My main man to my right, hey.
It's the one and only BBN, big beautiful nigga, Chrissy Cross coming at you from the left to the right, from the front to the back, all the way around. You know how it goes.
Oh.
Who are you today, my main man?
I'm Nathan Jones.
I'm gone. I quit. We don't got a podcast today. I quit.
God.
I'm done.
Oh,
No,
God.
you just said it.
I'm Nathan fucking Jones.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think I've seen everything in the last,
For those of
50
you
seconds.
who don't know who Nathan Jones is, he was a... Oh, God. Okay, he was Undertaker's protege years ago, back in like 05, 06, for like a couple of months. Then they tried to turn him heel, try to make him into another, generic big man, and it didn't work. And now, Lord knows what he's doing.
Poor guy.
I think he tried to break into like mixed martial arts, and it didn't work.
Well.
But anyway,
On that point,
a lot's going on. A lot's going on in the world. Not even just wrestling, but in the world, period.
Speaking of world, I want to be a little bit serious. I know we just had a little fun. But this pandemic that has been going around for a minute now, y'all be as safe as you can.
Definitely.
Be wash your hands, wash your face,
As much as possible.
wipe your ass.
Yep, all that.
Take a
We
shower.
can't really say the name of the pandemic either, or YouTube will be on our asses.
So let's just say it rhymes with coronavirus.
Or we can go the Wrestle Talk route and call it the Steve Carino
We
virus.
can do that too. But long
Yeah,
story
that's
short, but when there's negatives, there isn't a way that came with positives.
Yes,
to
there's
extent.
there's always a
These
silver
anti-arena
lining.
shows, I gotta give the big ups to all these shows that still is gonna go forward, but
Yeah.
make anti-arena shows. It kind of brings out what the wrestlers can do when they're in a crowd of zero.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how do you feel about those shows in particularly, and how I guess you guys feel about the future as far as like those shows.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, man. The shit felt so fucking dead. Like, the first SmackDown. Okay, Okay, let me start from the beginning. NXT, it started at the Performance Center. That was fine, because, it was still in front of a crowd. I understand why they had to do what they did. SmackDown being completely empty, I couldn't even lie, man. I couldn't even finish it. I just fast forward through the whole thing. And, like, stopped at certain points that I found interesting. Like, fucking Jeff Hardy returning, congratulations to him. Roman Reigns' interview with Michael Cole, and among other things. And Raw being an empty show. But from what you guys said earlier, I can understand why. And you know what? I also want to say, thank you to WWE for still, giving their fans a show. Because they could have been like the NBA and just not giving their fans anything. It's like we can't do anything right now.
Long highlights, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing that kind of irritated me was the fact that they were just showing, highlights of the previous pay-per-views. But I can't really knock them for doing that because, like I said, they're giving us something which is better than nothing. So you know what? I'm just going to shut up and be grateful because Triple H is doing his best to make sure that we still have, a great show.
Same on my end, but also to me is that it actually shows how good can the wrestlers still can be, when there's barely anybody. For a lot of these guys, and even probably a lot of like Daniel Bryans that are out there will say, they're kind of used to this, only wrestling in front of maybe 20 people in a gas station parking lot.
Yeah.
So they're probably used to this type of stuff. Not to the many, but I could kind of see that a lot of things were good, a lot of things were boring. But it just shows that sometimes when I'm not going to just say WWE nowadays, but with wrestling promotions, when their backs are against the wall, they still will put out, a quality show.
Yeah, but I don't know if you guys noticed during Smackdown, during the first tag team match with Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, if you guys paid attention during the commercial break, where they have 2 camera cutaways during the commercial, the wrestler stopped and just, walked around and, just goofed off.
Because what was the point, though?
I know, it's like, what's the point? But it's like, still, there's still folks watching at home, so you want to have some type of action going on.
I don't know. I found that fun, actually.
I don't know. I guess I'm old-fashioned. Shit.
I found that kind of fun. You got to see people's other side.
Personally for me, if I was a wrestler, not wrestling against anybody, knowing there's a commercial break, I'm not gonna bust my ass. I'm just gonna be like, okay, we're gonna do something. Basically.
Nah, you know what? That's fine. Like I said, call me old-fashioned, but shit.
Magic, were you on the same boat as one of us, or did you have?
Yeah, I was just saying I like the way that they, just basically showed their goofy sides or whatever.
I like Triple H showing, his goofy side.
I will get on that later, actually.
Actually, I kind of like that he did commentary. That was actually pretty cool.
He saved the show.
Yeah.
Everybody say he saved the show.
We'll get on that in a little bit. But I guess that will lead right into our top 5s. I went first last time, so who wants to take the honors?
You know what? Yep. Since Samielle is giving me the finger, the the point. Not the.
Because I can give you the other one.
Not the number one. I know.
It's a different form of number one, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, whatever.
If I gave you a different number one, my ass would be on the ground.
It would never come to that. But anyway, I have 2 honorable mentions that I just want to get out of the way. The Dustin Rhodes and Heyman Adam Page versus Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara match.
I'm surprised you have that as an honorable mention.
Hey, well, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to really rock with Sammy Guevara. Not just his wrestling style, but his personality. Because if you check out some of his YouTube shit, the dude's actually really cool. Mm-hmm. Cool as hell. He actually had a WWE tryout years ago. But I guess, he didn't really wow anybody or, folks just weren't really giving him the attention that he honestly should have deserved. Because, dude, he's a hell of a performer, not even going to lie. He looks generic as fuck. But don't judge a book by its cover at the end of the day.
Absolutely not.
And when you put him up against, a legend like Dustin Rhodes and a, well-trained athlete like Adam Page, he'll show you what he can do because he's doing something that a lot of wrestlers, should continue to do, and that's learn.
True.
In the ring. Mm-hmm. Not just outside the ring, but in the ring as well. And learn to have a great match with anybody. And Sammy Guevara, being the young age that he is doing that. There's no telling how far he'll go.
Is he early 20s or?
He's our age.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
My second honorable mention, like I said, only got 2, was the Stone Cold Steve Austin promo.
Okay.
If you've got, you know what? How can I put this?
That was gold to me.
Yes. It doesn't matter if dude is in front of 67,000 plus or if he's in front of 0 people. The dude can still cut it in the ring on the mic at any given time, at any given place. and still have motherfuckers laughing their asses
Right.
off.
Shout out to WWE for actually like going through with it. As much as they want to be taken serious, you can tell they wasn't being too serious with this one.
Exactly. It was like, you know what? They said, fuck it. Here, have fun. Because you could actually hear the commentators laughing in the back. It was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. Just go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, like one of my favorite parts from that was when he first got in there and he first started talking on the mic.
Yep.
If you're here for
Give me a
316,
hell yeah.
for 316, they give you a hell yeah, and it just shows a blank.
It just shows
empty seats.
Empty seats. It's like, oh, tough crowd. And then just fucking Byron Saxton. Hell yeah!
There was nobody else that could take that role.
No,
By the way-
there wasn't.
by the
Maybe
way-
maybe Michael Cole, but
By the way, Byron Saxton, I know you got hit in the crown jewels.
he got hit in the Saxtons.
Yeah, feel better. I know that was not a good day in the
He'll,
office.
he'll be all right. He probably wore a cup because he knew Stone Cold can't kick as high as he could. Nah, he'll be okay.
Oh, no,
And plus, it was an honor. Shit, I got kicked in the nuts by Stone Cold Steve Austin, a Hall of Famer. So shit, I take that to my grave.
There is something that I did have a bit of a problem with. I guess I'll be a little nitpicky about this, but Becky Lynch coming out.
I had a problem
I
with that,
kind of
too.
I didn't have a problem with it, but I kind of did because of the way she was acting. She didn't act like the man. She acted like a 9-year-old girl that gets to fulfill her dream of drinking with Steve Austin.
I'm sorry, but you know what? She had her moment earlier. It's like, let this man Austin have his moment. What the fuck do you have to come out here for? It's like, I get it. You're the man. You're the face of the company. I respect you and all you've done. But it's like, God damn it. Can we ever have any Hall of Famers just come back in and just be them? I don't care who they are. They could be one of my favorite wrestlers. I don't give a fuck. Just let the person have what. Let this person have their moment. Shit. You know, especially Austin. He don't need no fucking body.
Right.
You know, he don't need nobody to have no great segment. Shit. So, no, Becky, damn, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
But anyway, moving on to my 5.
Yay.
Finally.
So as
Cinco.
I always do, right. So as I always do, I start from the bottom, work my way up, just like my bitches.
Oh.
Hey, I've been told I do my best work from down below.
Oh dear.
Hey, ask somebody. Anyways.
Oh, we just turned this podcast into After Dark.
Sorry, if you 18 or under, get off the podcast.
The gentleman at night.
Well, it is 10 o'clock here in Chicago, 10 o'clock at night. Anyway, and we have been drinking.
Woo!
Alrighty, so number 5, Cinco. Keith Lee versus Cameron Grimes.
Okay.
That's a good
So, I wasn't really fucking with Cameron Grimes at first, but you cannot take away the fact this dude's a hell of an in-ring competitor.
Yes, he is.
And he's got some personality, you know, and he's got heat.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if you're a face or a heel. If the crowd responds to you as soon as you walk out, you're over.
Now, is this get the fuck out heat or just go away heat? 'Cause to me, there's always two levels. You know?
I wouldn't say it's get the fuck out heat, because we still got people chanting "Let's get grimy."
Right. It's kind of like I hate you. I hate to like you, but I do. You know, that's
not
kind
bad.
of
Oh, that ain't a bad way to put it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not to an MJF level yet.
No, I
yet.
ain't nowhere near that. MJF is like MJF is the top heel of the year. In my opinion.
I feel like Corbin is, honestly. And
Nah,
MJF
'cause-
is a close second. No, I only say that
Nah,
because Baron Corbin definitely has the get the fuck out heat.
Oh yeah,
And
Yeah,
people
he
still
does.
like MJF for his heel work. But
Yeah,
we don't want him to leave yet.
Yeah, but ain't nobody, you know, trying to jump on Baron Corbin though.
that is also true.
That's
I
true,
mean, this
too.
motherfucker MJF has had beer thrown at him. He's had fans try to attack him.
That's
Baron
true.
Corbin ain't had that.
MJF even had a 7-year-old flipping him off.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he flipped off a kid too, though. So that I guess that's why he tweeted "fuck them kids." But anyway, so yeah. Well, I wanted to explain.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was pretty much done. You know, Cameron Grimes, you know, putting on a hell of an effort. Even though we knew Keith Lee was gonna win the match, I don't care how predictable a match is. It's still your responsibility as a superstar to work your ass off. And
which he
Cameron
did.
Grimes, and now I was about to say, and he certainly did. I'm not taking it away from him. But that's your job. Even if you know you're not going to win the title, show not just WWE Universe, but the higher-ups why you deserve to be in the title picture. You know?
Yeah. Take your lemons and turn them into lemonade, basically.
Exactly. Number 4.
Or lemon sorbet.
Yep. Number 4. The charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy making his return to WWE. It's been a long time coming. You know, we have missed him. I have missed him dearly. Been on the Jeff Hardy bandwagon since '99. You know, I'm at a loss for words because, like, you know what? Whenever he comes back, you know he's gonna do some sick shit, and you know he's gonna leave fans sitting on the edge of their seats.
You know what I actually loved from the Smackdown when Sami Zayn took over that interview, and then Jeff came right after him.
Mm-hmm.
Sami Zayn was celebrating the fact that he won the title, and Jeff came in and he was just like, "Oh, I'm glad to see that Sami's happy for me."
Oh God! But you know, I just wish Matt Hardy would have held on a little longer before he left.
I'm sure in some cases I wish Jeff did too.
And plus, no, never
Well, Jeff
mind.
didn't really have a decision, because WWE did that thing where they hold people against them for the time that they've taken out for having an injury.
Which sucks.
Yeah, you know what? Vince McMahon, he's just got a funny way of, doing business. But he's made a lot of success over the couple decades, so who am I to say anything? Number 3. Tres. I'm going to let you do the Spanish calling.
See.
Yeah, anyway.
Are you done?
No.
No.
Him. And it's funny because you're Puerto Rican.
We both are.
That's right.
One of us is full-blooded, one of us is
Hey,
like...
fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Halfway fuck you, bro.
Hey, fuck you, Holmes.
Oh, man. Your black side just said fuck you to me.
All right, number 3.
Tres! Oh, I said that already. I'm sorry.
Okay, can I finish? Shit. We're gonna cross brands real quick, as I always like to say. The debut of Death Triangle, Pac and the Lucha Bros. Now, I ain't gonna front. I never really thought I would see that happen. Pac aligning himself with anybody, because Pac always, stood out as a lone wolf.
He's a bastard. Why would anybody want to be around him?
You didn't say it right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's
No,
not
you gotta
okay.
say it right.
He is the bastard.
There you go.
Thank you.
Get it right or don't get it at all.
Damn. Damn.
He blew my mind. I'm dying over here. Holy hell.
But no, though, like, you know what? It also reminds you of how, Pac is able to work with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Not just as an opponent, but as a partner as well.
Yeah.
And the Lucha Bros are fucking badass. Can't take nothing away from them. They need to work on, connecting their finishers every once in a while. Because I did see a couple, like, missed drop kicks and a couple of overshot, Cope de Heroes, whatever it's called. The flip-de-doo over the top rope. I did see a couple of misses.
Not the flip-de-doo.
But fucking Ray Phoenix, man. That dude is so fucking lit in the ring, man.
He is an exceptional wrestler.
I hit the rewind button at least 5 times every time he does some sick shit in that ring. Pentagon Jr., I think his age is starting to catch up with him. He ain't doing a whole lot of flips like that as much anymore. He's still got a mean sling blade and a mean Canadian crusher, but nah, like Ray Phoenix, he carries that team on his back. I'm sorry. Cierro Miedo.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one of my favorite sayings in wrestling today.
Exactly. Along with cowboy shit.
Oh, of course.
Alrighty, so number 2.
DOS!
The Edge promo directed at Randy Orton this past Monday.
Oh, Lord.
And not even just the promo, I am really enjoying where this storyline is.
This whole story
This whole storyline is fucking crazy.
Amazing.
Because it's gotten so personal. It's like, shit, now I want to know what's going to happen next week. You know what I'm saying? Because Randy Orton, he's coming up with personal shit. Edge is coming up with personal shit. But nah, man, the fucking shit that Edge said last night, man, you know what? When he said, like, man, your father brought you here, this shit was given to you. I didn't have that. I was raised by a single parent who broke her damn back to make sure my dreams came true. I'm like, man, that shit hit me. I'm like, man, goddamn. He was like, I was raised by a single parent who broke her back to make sure my dreams came true. Definitely. Your shit was given to you. And it makes you so jealous.
And I feel like this segment was one of those segments that made the empty crowd work.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my God, yes.
yeah, exactly.
Because Edge was just so focused on Randy and giving the message to him
Right.
that it instantly just made the promo even better.
Yeah, but at the same time, not even talking about the Edge promo, but just promos in general with an empty stadium. Man, it felt like it was a fucking audition.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie, like I feel like it was like a promo class. You know, where you're talking in front of the camera, there's nobody around you.
I mean,
That's what it felt
if
like.
that's the case, Edge got an A+.
Oh yeah, I was saying, taking away Edge's promo.
No, I'm not saying I'm just saying if I was like, one of the people that was actually looking at
I
this,
feel you.
I would have gave him an A+.
But still, though, man, like anytime Edge is on the mic and looking dead in the camera, your heart starts beating. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Oh, ain't that an
this nigga,
understatement?
like, cause he's got that fucking stare, like he's fucking, that silent. What's that character from Silence of the Lambs?
Oh,
that,
Hannibal?
Lecter?
Yeah, he's got that Hannibal Lecter look. Like I will eat your fucking heart right now.
Yeah.
I'm
That
that
is it.
fucking angry.
I mean, he did act in a couple of shows, so he would know.
Yeah.
He did. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shit. Silence of the Lambs remake, cast Edge, Adam
Oh
Copeland.
God.
Alrighty. And last but not least, Uno,
Yep. No evil. No evil.
Number one, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano brawl all over the Performance
Oh,
Center.
damn, that was a good one.
That, I'm not gonna lie, I saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it going the way I thought it would.
You know what made me upset, honestly?
What is that?
Was that I had a random thought like the week before this. I was like, two people just need to have a Falls Count Anywhere match in the Performance Center. And then this happens. Either Triple H is somewhere in my head right now, or we got the same kind of genius going.
Yep. And speaking of Triple H, I heard he got demoted.
To what?
He's basically focusing more on NXT. Basically.
I know, but he was like
no.
in charge of talent relations, I believe it was.
Yeah, but now everything him is NXT related. It used
Yeah,
to be
I know.
WWE related.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, you know what? It's like, damn, that means, Vince has more power as usual. And it's like, shit. Not a lot of people like the direction that he goes in. Not that he gives a fuck, but still.
True.
All right, gentlemen, that's my 5 and honorable mentions. So I'm gonna pass the torch on to whoever wants to take it and run with it.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I too technically have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
And then actually my top 5 is gonna be a little bit different, and my number 1 actually might surprise a lot of y'all.
All
Oh,
right.
we're going from top to bottom.
It'll
Okay.
be top to bottom. So my honorable mentions, the first one that I do have is the Shawn Spears, who's my tag team partner.
Okay.
And the only reason that I'm saying it is because of one person. And you want to know why? Well,
We don't have bald heads, but
Hilarious.
I'll tell you why. Because I want Simon Miller to be his tag team.
we all do.
As many of you guys know, are from our other fellow YouTube brethren across the pond, there's a show, this series called What Culture. And they have this one guy, YouTuber turned wrestler, Simon Miller, who's from what I understand, is a hell of a wrestler. He's got everything and then some. I say Simon Miller, he should be the tag team partner.
Definitely, and it'll give AEW some more
Credibility.
better. No, more people watching.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
bring him a better fan base.
Bring a YouTuber
Yeah,
on there.
right,
Why not?
exactly. Oh, my favorite YouTubers on AEW. Let me go check it out.
Oh shit, I'm gonna stay with AEW.
Right.
And then my second honorable mention, which will actually go into number 5,
Okay.
is Wrestle Talk and their Empty Arena show.
Yes.
That I didn't see all of it. I believe it's a 2.5 hour long show, from what I understand.
Yeah.
However,
Wrestle Talk has a wrestling show?
they did
Yeah,
it,
they
they
did
did
a
it for
showcase.
this screw, the virus basically situation.
Okay.
But they did this show, and I only saw maybe a match or two, but it was still a hell of a show. It looked like it was last minute, but you would never notice it was last minute, y'all. And if you
I didn't
can,
get a chance to see it.
If you get a chance, check out a match or two. You will not be disappointed. Ollie Davis was on commentator. He was very good. Adam Blampier as an interviewer, he was good.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Ollie Davis, I didn't see it, but I saw that Ollie Davis took a huge bump.
Luke Owen.
I'm sorry, Luke Owen. My apologies, guys. Y'all both bald-headed motherfuckers, basically.
Goodness, everybody's bald in there.
God.
Everybody's bald there except for Adam Blumpier and Simon.
But anyway,
Oh,
anyways, Luke is taking that huge ass bump. That was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. Which brings me into number 5.
Okay.
The fact that we just
jumping from 1 to 5. Okay.
Oh no, I was in my honorable mentions.
Oh.
So now let's bump into our number 5, which is kind of going into the situation, and we did bring it up, which is all these shows are still giving us as much as they can in empty arenas. Mind you, as we said many a time before, we've probably only seen two or three empty arena matches. They were weird, but they were okay. Having an empty arena show, it's entertaining, but awkward in a lot of spots.
Very much so.
Especially, and I saw highlights of Stone Cold Steve Austin doing his stuff, the stunner, the beer stuff, and I'm just like, it's missing the fans. It's working, but it's missing the fans.
Yeah, because you know what? I look at it like this. You can be having the freaking match of your career, but if there's nobody there live to witness it and live to tell about it the next day and like years later on down the line, what's the point?
Absolutely, that's the truth.
And I'm not talking about like watching it on TV. That's a different story. You know, you want to live in that moment.
Absolutely.
It's like, you know what? This is a moment I'll never forget because all, 50, 60,000 eyes are on me, witnessing this great moment in my life where I, accomplish my dreams. And all these people are here to support that.
I don't know. I guess it depends on the person that's wrestling.
But I'm gonna tell you
because for some people, it'll probably be like, okay, we're doing this for people that won't be able to come out. We're doing this for people that's kind of down right now because of the situation. And, we were able to provide them entertainment even so.
Kind of reminds me of a Paul Heyman speech that he did at ECW when he basically rallied the troops. It's almost giving me a trying to make me remember about that time.
And like I said, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful.
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thankful that, certain superstars are, capable of still putting on a great show. And not taking anything away from superstars who didn't show, because you know what? They deserve the time to, not only stay healthy, but they also deserve the time to see their families, because some of them don't see their families sometimes at all.
Oh, and I don't blame them. You want to go home.
I don't blame them.
You want to go home. You still want to perform. That's on you. But also at the same time, I ain't never gonna forget this for a while.
Right.
I will never forget. This will be talked about for years.
Definitely.
Yep.
Number 4.
Quattro.
And I could only title it as the anti-hero heel. Johnny Gargano trying to explain to himself why.
Why?
Basically, he's trying to explain to himself why, but it makes a lot of sense. He was basically saying, "Where were you, Tommaso, when this was happening? I'm NXT through and through. Yo ass was laying up somewhere." He basically was saying all that. It almost makes you want to root for Johnny, even though he's the bad guy. And I was saying this before the podcast. It reminded me of like the Punisher, to an extent.
Right.
How so?
Because I believe the Punisher was almost like the anti-hero.
Basically.
Like, he wasn't supposed to be a hero, but it kind of fell into his lap that he was the hero.
He wasn't the hero, but his story made you root for him.
Absolutely. There it is. Number 3.
Trash.
I'm married, baby.
Shout out my well, she can't be my baby because she's married to Cedric Alexander. So shout out to one of my dream girls, Big Swole.
Big Swole. Oh my God. Like
AEW. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. AEW continue to push that young lady because you've got some, and I'll let you finish talking. They've got some great female workers, but their women's division needs some work if it's gonna keep up with the WWE's women's division.
All I really wanted to say was that if it was any other promotion, you do that slight reference about your significant other elsewhere, yo ass is gonna hear it for like a week.
Exactly.
But
you will not be on television for the rest of that month.
But I think with like Cody, he's kind of like, this is gonna happen. It's gonna eventually happen. I'm just gonna let it slide for now.
The dude smashed a freaking
That's the
chair
point.
of Triple H's logo.
And that's the point. Like, he knows it's gonna happen.
Right.
Like, if he would have done something to Swole, he would have been the hypocrite by doing that.
Yeah.
But also, he's smart because, again, it's gonna happen. Magic, you were gonna say something.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I basically liked how Swole looked when she delivered that line.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Like you just seen the black in her, basically. Like when she said "baby" and she bucked her eyes, like the fuck you thought this was.
Now, my only gripe with that segment was that if it was actually coffee or tea or whatever the situation, and Britt Baker threw it at Swole, Swole should have been screaming her lungs out.
Yeah, that's true.
Make it believable that hot coffee or hot tea was thrown at you. Don't make it look like someone threw soda at you.
Yeah, that was the one botch.
And like I said before we started recording, like the only thing I probably would have changed, the only couple things I probably would have changed was when Swole said, "I'm married, baby," you know, follow it up like, "How about you?"
How about you, bitch?
Right, how about you, bitch? And then I would have had Britt Baker reacting by doing the Britt Baker challenge thing, the whole hands to the mouth thing.
Since they are pushing like the envelope and whatnot. Now, so that makes a lot of sense. Number two. I'm sorry. Before I go to number two.
No, I was just gonna say, you know what? While I still love I love, you know, my sisters, you know, the Big Swoles, the Bianca Belairs, the Mia Yims. Yeah, yes, guys, she is black. You know, she's half black,
Malaysian.
Malaysian. But whatever. My main point is, let's lose the ghetto fabulous characters.
I don't think that's gonna go anywhere for a while.
No.
I know it's not, but that's why I'm just saying, you know, like, for the next African American superstars, whether they're male or female, can we not have a street or ghetto personality?
Oh, a stereotype.
Yeah, exactly. Can we not have that typical, you know, black hood, ghetto fabulous stereotype?
I mean,
it's getting old.
It's either that or,
I feel like it depends on the person that's playing.
but it is also either that or the way Booker T debuted.
Because I feel like there's some female superstars that actually act like that in real life.
Probably. I ain't gonna lie.
Which is why it comes off so well on camera.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know, man. Like I said, call me old fashioned. I just get tired of certain stereotypes.
Going number two?
Let's do number two.
Dos.
Number two, I'm just gonna say it. NXT at the Performance Center. In general, like I felt it was a little bit, in a weird way, it almost felt intimate. Like when you're used to a crowd of thousands and only going back down to like 250, 500 people.
Yeah.
Like, it felt a little bit more intimate. It felt like, you know, everybody was kind of right there to see you. Now it feels like you're gonna have to kind of work a little harder.
Right.
Like, I ain't saying when you wrestling in front of 16,000 or when you're at a WrestleMania 65,000, that you ain't working hard. But I feel like you gotta work a little bit harder to get almost the same reactions to an extent. And for a lot of these people, it's day one shit.
Day one shit.
Yeah.
Day one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. Number one.
Oh no evil.
I almost contemplated on making this an honorable mention.
Oh really?
But I feel as if this has to be its own like spot, and we have to talk about it.
Okay.
And we have to talk about another YouTuber, Christian Miracle.
Okay.
Your video, the Fate of the Sins video, absolutely great. Like, if y'all haven't seen it, it's awesome. For a lot of you people, I gotta do a little backstory. Is that about a year and a half, 2 years ago, he said at episode 500, I'm done. I'm burnt out. I'm done. This shit is getting old. 500 video came, and his old, ultra evil ego, Hunter Bane, comes in and like, this is your opportunity. Are you going to puss out, or are you going to continue? He has this whole video, this whole backstory, and he basically says, nah, you know what, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I love you guys too much. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm butchering the whole 90-minute video. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all gotta watch it. It's great. It's wonderful. Have a drink with it if you need to.
I think
it's
I might
awesome.
check that out.
You
Like
got
I said,
to.
shout out Christian Miracle.
You got to.
You know, I still question you saying how AEW Revolution was horrible. How it was worse than Super Letdown. I still kind of question that, but you know, you're still one of my favorite. You're still one of my favorite YouTubers.
You're forever gonna be one of my favorite wrestling YouTubers.
Yep, top 5.
So, you know, it had to have its own. I had to talk about it. Obviously, I'm not talking about it in detail because if I talk about it in detail, I'd be talking forever. But obviously, in about an hour podcast, I ain't gonna do that to you guys. So go watch it. Here's my plug, please. I yield my time to Magic.
Or Nathan Jones, as he refers to himself.
Oh, thank God! Thank God. It's
For
only
now.
time.
Yeah,
Good
right.
Lord.
All right, Nathan.
All right, so I'm gonna give.
No, I know.
You know, for once, for me being the guy with honorable mentions, I have no honorable mentions this
What?
time.
Oh
Yeah,
my God!
shockingly,
The tables have turned.
indeed. But my number 5 will go to the Jurassic Express versus MJF, the Butcher and the Blade.
Yep.
Very good match for AEW Dynamite. Everybody played their roles correctly. Jurassic Express, no freaking Luchasaurus is so over, and I wish they would do more with him coming soon. I hope they will, because the man is just so talented at his height.
Exactly.
The kicks that he does, the flip-de-doos that he does, you know, and his gimmick is just like.
Don't sleep on Jungle Boy.
Oh no, definitely. They all deserve their own credit.
Jungle Boy.
I actually love the part where Marco decided he was gonna dive over to the outside, and Jungle Boy was trying to persuade him, no, don't do it. You know you're too small. No. You did it anyway, and now I gotta save you.
For somebody who's like 5'5", has a heart of a 7'2" guy.
Yeah, I know. I just found it funny how Jungle Boy was just trying to wave him off like, no.
Short guys gotta go hard.
We tried. At least we tried, though.
Hey, we've gotta go harder than most, cause folks already underestimate us. So it's like shit.
I mean, in some cases it works, and some, you're gonna get caught.
Yeah, sometimes you're in over your head. Pause.
Especially in Marco Stunt's case, you're gonna get caught.
Yeah. Shit. Oh well.
But that was a good match for Dynamite TV.
Good show.
My number 4
Quattro.
would have to go to the Austin promo we talked about.
Yep.
There were not really much else to say.
There was actually one point that I liked about Stone Cold Steve Austin's promo.
What?
He did something. The best thing about 316 Day is... sorry, that card is upside down. There was something about it that I liked too, that I was talking about earlier. I love the fact that, like, when Byron started giving him ratings, he was talking about it at first, and then he was like, you know what, screw it. Every time I stop, I'm just gonna look over at Byron and see what he thinks about it.
Yep.
And then it was like 6. Wait, I'm just talking about this, and it's a 6.
Right, I'm talking about kicking your boss's ass for the day, and you gave it a 6.
Wow, there's nobody here. There's still
Tough crowd.
Nobody here. There's a tough crowd. Man.
The only thing I really didn't like about the Austin promo, which got it such a low rating in my top 5, was that when Raw went off the air, the Street Profits basically took 2 stunners each.
But at least it was off the air. And
I'm so glad it was off the air. But it's still like it's available online. You're burying your tag team champions right now.
Why them?
Right, they're not even heels.
Right.
So what was the point? Though out of that, the silver lining out of that whole situation was the sell that Montez Ford had for his first stunner. When he paused and just felt like he was a freaking army, like a toy soldier that got blown over by wind or something.
You know what? God forbid that they ever split up in the next 3 or 4 years, but if they do, I'm sorry. Montez is the only one that's really gonna make anything work. So.
He really is the star of that tag team.
He is,
to be honest.
That kind of sucks.
Not taking nothing away from Angelo Dawkins, but it's like, you know what? On his own, I don't really see anything special about him.
He really didn't have that much to offer in his singles run at NXT either.
He didn't.
He did have a singles run, didn't he?
Yeah, people don't know that Angelo Dawkins has been there for a while.
He has.
Longer than most call-ups.
It's like 2011.
Oh wow!
11,
Holy
12.
hell!
Yeah.
Like he was partnered with
that was when I first saw the Street Profits. I was like, oh shit, he still has a job here.
Right. Shit.
So not to down Angelo Dawkins or anything. I fuck with Angelo Dawkins hard.
Yeah, for sure.
But I do feel like he's finding his way with being part of the Street Profits though.
Yeah. But still, everybody slides with Montez first.
Yeah.
Bobby.
And he's a Chicago dude.
Oh, Montez, yeah.
So shout out to the bro for that. And he's a United States, I think he's a Marine?
I think so.
Yep, salute to you, sir.
Yeah, and as far as like that stunner cell, I think that's like one of the best stunner cells of all time.
For sure.
Like, there's
with the
four.
Rock.
Yeah, there's four that comes into mind. That's the Rock, Vince when he did the flip over Austin, Montez Ford, and Buddy Murphy doing the fucking backflip not too long ago to Kevin Owens.
Yep.
Those are the ones that really come into mind now when it comes to like stunner cells.
Mine was Scott Hall during WrestleMania.
Oh yeah,
That was interesting. That was
funny.
Oh!
Just jumped up like, oh shit. Alrighty.
But I feel like if he was Razor Ramon, his toothpick would have flown out.
I like it when Stone Cold's like drinking beer with the person, then he stuns him, and then they just spit the beer out.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like, oh god. Poor Saxton.
Look, we all known that he was gonna be the one taking the damn stunner.
I know, but it's like, damn. Saxton is the new
Michael
Cole. Everybody's whipping boy.
Basically.
Yep.
I don't have a problem with it.
His NXT run sucked. I'm sorry.
Whose NXT one would you rather take, his or Percy Watson? I almost said Watkins.
I'd rather take Percy Watson over
Byron Saxton.
Yeah. Because, okay, neither one of them had great in-ring skills, but you can't front.
Showtime Percy Watson.
Yeah, Showtime Percy Watson had it on the mic.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah! I'm a hitter, a go-getter, and I'm not a quitter, baby. And it's like, all right, dog, I see you. I wear glasses because I like to see where I'm going, and where I'm going is to the top, baby. You hear me? It's like, all right, play. It sounded like a fucking Detroit pimp. I ain't mad at you. Like, the dude had his own, like, he won the promo contest hands down. Like, folks, if you're a real NXT fan, you remember when it was that fucking elimination game show.
Oh, my
God.
Oh, God.
Where they only had limited matches, but they had like competitions up the ass.
You guys remember when Titus O'Neil fell?
Oh,
that was basically the first incident of Titus World Slide.
Yes. And New Day never let him live it down.
That was hilarious.
Yes. But, oh, God. But continue, sir.
Okay, where are we at? Number 3, right?
Yep.
Tres.
Number 3, I would give to John Cena and Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
Mostly Bray Wyatt.
Of course. That's your boy.
Of course. You all know that's my boy. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of like, I give Cena props for, shouting out Matt Riddle, Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
Ciampa.
Rhea
Ripley. But basically saying that Bray Wyatt is not the big picture of WWE when he's the top merchandise seller over toppling you.
Right.
That line, like, I don't know. I feel like Cena's trying to use that good old shovel one more time.
Oh, God. Please no. I hope not. No.
But I love that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's not even Cena trying to bury anybody. It's Vince using Cena to bury somebody.
True.
So it's like fucking Cena is just a fucking scapegoat.
Yeah.
Because Vince wants to bury a certain superstar for whatever reason. It's like, all right, you've had your spot enough. All right, John, get back here.
Basically. But I loved Wyatt's part. How he was just sitting there, like, just waiting for the right moment to say something.
It's like, all right, dude.
Wowie.
And, basically the whole message at WrestleMania, you broke me. The Fiend, he brought me back together.
Yeah.
It's little parts of the promo that could really make it.
Yeah, just his whole explanation of the whole thing, he really like brought to my attention. Really, it kind of spoke to me. It was him airing out his grievances for the past 6 years.
For sure. Which was like, and I think Christian Miracle, he even spoke about this. Which was the Fiend's main purpose, getting back on the superstars who did him wrong in the past.
Yeah, and I definitely seen that, which is why I don't understand why we put the belt on him, but.
Hey, folks weren't complaining though.
Of course I wasn't complaining, but at the same time we were looking at it like, okay, well, how the hell are you going to defeat the Fiend? Which ended up in Go ahead. I already know where you're going with
Say
this.
easy. Call Goldberg. Which I hated that fucking decision.
You basically threw away a good 8 months of story with that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Seriously.
What else was I gonna say? Yeah, basically good promo, and that's his whole arc really, is just getting revenge. You know, so the fact that he's back on track with that is good. I probably would have saved Cena as like the second or third to last person for him to get revenge on.
Probably.
I'm trying to think of who else.
The main two he needs to get is Undertaker and Randy Orton.
Yeah,
that's the main two people he need to get.
Yeah,
I think you should save Randy for last.
I think you might save the Undertaker for last.
I think you save Randy for last because one Taker doesn't have that much time left. We all know that. And Randy has done the most shit to break. He burnt down his fucking compound.
Yeah, he did. He's the only one that gotten that close to him.
Right, and basically broke his damn heart. So I feel like Randy should be last. Maybe then you could have put the belt on the Fiend.
Yeah.
He could have been somebody that held the belt until then. But yeah, basically that's it. Oh shit.
Wow, he won.
Ain't that a bitch? We're gonna have to edit that. I'll play it.
Gonna have to fix that shit. Yeah.
You six.
It was really Keith Lee that hit that move, you know.
Right, I don't know.
Right, you know how 2K20 has these.
Right, nothing to see here.
Right, you got it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
If you don't get that reference, you are too young for this podcast.
Too young. You can't even say that because SpongeBob is still on.
Yeah, but you don't know if they've seen that episode.
Anyway.
That'll be sad. That's on Nickelodeon's fault then. You're not showing the good episodes. But
they're really not.
But number 2, I guess I'm gonna talk about Bray Wyatt unless y'all had anything else to say about it.
I was done.
Okay, my number 2 would be the Edge promo.
Yeah.
I really don't have much to say else about that.
Shout out to Edge for driving 17 hours from
that
Ontario
too,
to
yes.
Florida.
Right,
Yeah,
like,
17
that's
whole
dedication,
hours.
bro. Shit. He said gas tank full, something on the radio.
I got a good Royal Rumble check. Why not? Why not spend the money on gas?
Right, shit. Gas and fucking gas station food. Shit.
But yeah, basically, props to him for that. Props to him for the acting chops that he displays.
Yep.
It was just, it was all good all around. Like, the feels in that promo was just amazing.
Love.
But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that.
All right.
Evil Uno.
Evil Uno of this week will have to go to Gargano and Ciampa.
Yes.
Yep.
Very much so.
Just the whole scene of them fighting each other. Fighting in the weight room. That one got to me. Ciampa threw freaking weights at a mirror. My goodness.
Anytime you see glass break, you know shit's getting real.
It got real.
It got
real quick, yo.
Yep. This shit got real serious real fast.
Definitely,
Goddamn.
man.
You know, because like I said, man, that fucking rivalry is so personal. It's not a joke.
That's true.
And it's always best when you have two superstars that know each other so well.
Yeah, and honestly, that rivalry just basically is the rivalry of NXT.
For sure.
Basically, if you asked what was the biggest rivalry of NXT, that's the one you come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Automatically, Gargano, Ciampa. Any other rivalry, you're wrong. Period.
Especially in NXT.
So,
NXT today, at least.
to see that they're having like different perspectives to this story and to keep it going and to make it fresh and interesting every month that is going. You know, good on Triple H. It's showing that he knows how to do storytelling, unlike the main roster.
Hey, you know what? I look at it like this. Like, you know what? You know how to tell a great story because you've been in great stories.
True.
You know what it takes to get shit done. You know what it takes to get from A to Z in a storyline.
Which is why we wish that Vince would just give him the keys already.
Right. I mean, he's giving him, like, you know, fucking... How can I put it? Like, fucking, you're in charge while I'm gone jobs. Like, you know, I'm going to be gone for, like, this amount of days. Here, you take this. All right, I'm back. Let's see what we did here. Nope, we're not doing this. Nope, we're not doing that. Oh, let's get the Undertaker. Put him right there.
I hate that so much. Or in some instances, he would just scrap the whole show and do it himself.
Yeah, that's
Which is what he did.
That's some
Which
fucking
is
dictator
which
shit
apparently
right there.
what he did a couple of weeks ago, before the Steve Corino virus happened.
Yep.
One of the Raws, he tore up the whole script and just went off wing with it. Apparently,
He just like improvised everything. It's like, bruh, why?
because it's such good shit.
In his
Oh,
eyes.
we're getting tired of his such
You know
good
what?
shit.
You know what? Screw it. I'm declaring it right now that our negative segments is just basically all going to be summed up to be called such good shit.
Yeah.
Why
basically
not?
What it is.
Accurate.
It basically what it is. When in reality, I don't even want to yell it out, but sometimes you done fucked up.
Well, I mean, we're done with our top five, so
Yep, so
wait,
let's
no,
get
we're
to-
not. Wait, yeah, we are. I'm tweaking. I'm sorry.
Yep, that was your number one.
It was. I'm sorry.
Your uno.
I'm
we
sorry.
talk about-
Screwdriver's talking to me.
You know, we talk about a lot of positives. We gotta go with the negatives. You done fucked up. And I understand why. But the fact that there was little to no promotion with Wrestlemania.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, we understand why. But, oh, good lord. I don't even know what the whole card is. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what's going to happen. Is
Right.
it a 16-match card? Is it an 8-match card? Is it a 5-hour show? Is it a 3-hour show?
You know, to
Is
be
it a
honest,
half hour?
if
Is
it's
it half hour?
if the rumors are true, well, I guess it is true since they actually confirmed it's going to be at the Performance Center. I feel like they should just make it, I don't know, make it not 16, probably 8 matches,
Yeah.
8 to 10.
I agree too, but I just don't know. I feel like they should postpone it, so that they can actually have the fans there, 'cause,
Or at
I don't
least
know.
have some fans in the center to
Yeah.
watch it. I mean, 'cause this is fucking WrestleMania we're talking about.
And
One
they
of the
can't-
biggest, not one of, the biggest the grand stage of them all.
and it's like you only allowed 50 people. Bro. Like I would understand if it was like 250 or 500, like I said before, but it's like you barely can do anything with 50 people to an extent. And I understand why. But I just feel like postpone it until like the end of the month,
'Cause, I mean, like, think
and
about it.
everything's gonna be okay.
The only superstars that are going to be there are the ones that are involved in the event.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be weird because that's gonna be a lot of people's first WrestleMania, and this is how they're gonna remember it. Having a crowd of no one.
Yeah, this is Drew McIntyre's first WrestleMania main event, and nobody's going to be there to see it. It's like,
That's
shit.
even if they're going to make it main event. I feel like they're gonna flip the switch and go for Roman and Goldberg
I hope they don't.
as a main
I
event.
know.
Nah,
No.
Brock Lesnar, he ain't going for that shit twice.
He was the first match last year.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't going for this twice.
He's probably-
he
no.
might.
If anything, they should be semi-main.
No, I feel like Brock will probably see, oh, there's a virus going on. Okay, well, let me be first. Let me get out of here.
I don't know, probably. You know how Brock is when it comes to his money. And Vince ain't never, shied away at giving that man what he wants.
And it's just like,
Of
again,
course.
I feel bad. Ain't nobody gonna be there. I don't know if you guys heard anything, if there's going to be refunds to people who actually did pay for the WrestleMania tickets. Have y'all heard anything? Is
No.
there happening? Any refunds? Yes, no, maybe so?
Like I said, all I know is it better be.
I would guess that they are.
That's
All I
fucking-
know is that if we hear that there ain't no refunds, y'all know what my next You Don't Fucked Up is in the near future. I'm
Yeah.
just telling y'all right now.
'Cause, I mean, that's folks spending fucking rent money for them
Yeah.
tickets, yo.
And then some.
I mean, because, like, you're paying for not only the show, you got to buy the plane tickets, you got to get a hotel, you got to get food money, car rental.
Yeah.
Like, that's like
Because-
2 months rent.
Because the couple of times when we were at WWE, when they came into the town, we always look, oh, what's going to be ringside seats? What's going to be hard cam seats?
Right.
And they go for, like, a little bit, a touch under rent.
Yeah, like shit. Like,
Jesus
them
Christ.
front row seats, like in row A.
Yeah, so imagine their biggest event of the year.
Yeah. Shit. Multiply that by like 5. And then some.
I mean, like a pay-per-view event here, like, like a fucking, what was it, Money in the Bank last year? Yeah.
It was like $1,000 a ticket.
Yeah, it was $1,000 a ticket to be down in front.
Yeah.
But then again, you gotta remember you get those custom seats though at the same time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like that's just for Money in the Bank. Imagine WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
They're basically their Super Bowl.
$2,000, $3,000.
Right.
But a regular show is like it's still a grip. It's like $700.
And even if I wanted to be like up there, like well, the cheapest is $300 a ticket, but it's still in the A section, but not the best view A section.
Yeah, you're like at the ramp.
Yeah. I mean, if that was the case, our spot every time we go to WWE, it's fine.
I would hate to be front row at the ramp.
Oh God.
Hate that.
Why?
Because you're right by the pyro.
And also at the same time,
Oh shit!
Right.
And it's one of those situations. Be like, hey ma, I'm here, but you can't see me.
Right.
And I can't hear anything.
Anyways, that's my you done fucked up. But y'all have to understand, it's an understandable you done fucked up.
Yep. Okay. Usually,
All right.
every segment has a specific son of a bitch.
That is true.
I had a tough time finding one for doing anything stupid that was, out of character. But I had to choose this guy, and I realized, it's his character, but you know what? At the same time, it was still getting on my nerves every time he would do it in the match, because it ended up costing him and his team the match. Fucking Joey, the bad boy Janela, Joey Janela in AEW. Dude,
Stop it already.
stop fucking pandering to the crowd after every move. It's like, we get it. We get it. You're a bad boy. You're the 21st century bad guy, as you're trying to make yourself out to be. But dude, stop gesturing to the crowd after everything. Make the tag. Make the drop. Make the pin. Do what you gotta do. The first couple three taunts, funny. After a while, you started getting your boys the fucking private party to start taunting, and then you guys lost the match. Even the crowd was like, pay attention. Like, shit, dog. And you wonder why your ass is so fucking not even mid-card. Your ass is more pre-show. So it's like, dude, next match you have, dude, stop fucking pandering to the crowd if that's just you making that call.
True.
Cause shit. You could get the crowd behind you, but if the higher-ups ain't behind you, it don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Ask Vince.
I mean, that'll be if he was in WWE. I don't know how AEW does things backstage yet. There's not enough of a track record to have a stereotype, I guess I should say.
Yeah, but okay, still,
But he's still not like connecting to the higher ups where they feel like they need to push Joey to the moon at the same time.
He ain't over enough. He's only had a certain number of matches, and the first couple of them were squash matches.
Right.
That or disqualification matches.
Well, he's a bad boy, alright. Shit.
Well, no, like I don't think his first couple was squash matches. Actually, his first couple were hardcore matches.
And one of them
if I can
was with
remember.
John Moxley.
Right, one was
All right,
with John
well,
Moxley.
okay.
That one with Darby Allin and where the hell is Jimmy Havoc?
Good question.
I don't think he ever was fully signed.
He wasn't.
I don't think he was ever fully signed.
Shit.
He's that dude that bites people, right?
Yeah, no, he staples shit to people.
Okay, he was in a backstage segment in one of Sammy Guevara's YouTube videos, so he's still there.
Yeah. So he's probably in dark.
I guess.
Either dark or they're just not using him because he's having issues with a contract.
I find that weird though.
It's funny. Every time when I hear Jimmy Havoc, I'm always thinking of Jimmy Jacobs.
Hilarious.
And I'm like, my bad, y'all, my bad. Two different people.
My bad, G.
My bad, Jimmy's.
Hell no. Alrighty.
That's all you had. That's all you had to say about Joey.
That's all I had to say about old Joey I'm about to say
Joey Badass.
I like that one.
Or
too.
like Joey Dumbass. But anyway.
Damn.
Shit. That's all I had to say about Mr. Bad Boy Joey Janela. Clean it up, bro. Don't worry about the crowd. Worry about yourself.
You'll be fine.
Right. You'll do just fine.
All right. So I guess it's on to me then.
Yep.
So I guess I guess my segment, I couldn't find anything on commentary that made me cringe, but I guess the thing that I have a problem with this week is part of the reasoning why. I understand that we're going through a pandemic right now, and that WWE can't provide as much of a quality product. Why the hell are we looking at old matches though?
Thank you.
True.
Why?
No, you're right.
Why?
What's the point?
Right. Why are we looking at the men's Royal Rumble? Why are we looking at the women's Elimination Chamber?
Why are we looking at the tag team elimination chamber?
Right. You basically told us what happened and showed us what happened already. And if you don't have the talent efficient to pull off a 3-hour show or a 2-hour show,
Then don't do it.
exactly, make it shorter. Do something. You know.
Exactly. Or you know what?
We understand. And many of us already understand that shit. We get it.
They took the titles back.
Well, shit.
Damn. 2 title changes in this podcast.
Well,
But
shit.
no, I completely agree because you know what? And I bet you there is some mid-card or pre-show talent wandering around backstage waiting for an opportunity to get in the ring and show what they can do.
Absolutely.
Right.
That television time could have been used for them. It could have been used for a fucking Cedric Alexander or a Ricochet or hell, Ethan, EC3.
Oh,
Shit.
man.
Boy, Ethan.
It could have been used for them. But no, we're going to show fucking reruns of the previous pay-per-views from weeks ago.
Why?
Which we've seen
Well,
already.
Fuck you, that's why.
Right, it's like shit. Oh, well, this is for folks who didn't get a chance to see it. Bitch, they've got the network.
Who gives a shit? Like,
It
who gives a
doesn't-
shit?
it
Y'all
doesn't make
missed it. Who
sense.
cares?
Right. They're going to show fucking replays the next night.
Yeah, exactly.
But sir, Ricochet. Who gives a shit in Royal Rumble?
Right. I was just so distraught. Like, that's one of the things that was pissing me off. It's like, okay, I'm watching shit I've already seen. It's like,
Right.
what's the fucking point?
Agreed. God, that put me in a mood.
Definitely,
I
man.
swear,
Bye,
dude.
y'all. I'm done.
It's like, I've had enough. All right, I'm outie.
No. Well, it's about that time, y'all. But I will before we conclude this podcast. What are we gonna expect from WrestleMania besides the obvious empty arena?
You know what? My predictions are, like we said earlier, they might have maybe just 8. I don't even know if they could do the whole WrestleMania card.
Oh no, we already know that they can't.
I mean, it's like folks are not going to sit because WrestleMania is one of the longest fucking shows ever.
Normally.
Yeah, normally it's one of the longest shows ever. But, bro, ain't no way folks are going to sit and watch two great wrestlers wrestle in an empty fucking gym. It's like, this is an amazing moment, but the hype is just not there.
And the funny thing is, there's only 4 confirmed matches.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I would watch it.
I mean, I am too.
I would,
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna watch it.
it's just gonna be weird. Like
It is.
certain moments are gonna be weird.
I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to skim through the motherfucker.
Yeah. It's just so weird that WrestleMania, we anticipated being 75,000 fans there.
Yeah.
Pyros, the
And the
crazy
numbers-
entrances.
And the numbers always get bigger every year.
But we always expect everything. The pyros, the crazy entrances, the motorcycles, the cops.
The live performances by specific bands for certain superstars.
I don't know. I don't know. I was expecting some pirate-esque pun of somebody swinging on a rope or pretending to drive a boat.
I was thinking the
now
stage or maybe a boat and they walk out the boat or something.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna be looking at an old WrestleMania event, basically.
Pretty much, man. It's like we've gone from looking at the grand stage from all working a fucking house show.
Yeah. But for me, the matches that are already confirmed. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte,
Of
Undertaker versus AJ, Goldberg versus Roman, The Fiend versus John Cena.
Yep.
Out of all those matches,
Drew McIntyre versus
Drew
Brock
McIntyre
Lesnar.
versus Brock Lesnar.
Well, here's hoping for that.
There's 2 matches I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte, and I'm looking forward to Drew
And
McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar.
and Shayna versus Becky.
6. So 3 matches. So, hey, you know what? WWE, highly doubt you're listening. If those are going to be your only 6 confirmed matches, just have that WrestleMania. That's not a bad event. That's not a bad card. 6 matches. How's that? 2.5 hours.
I feel like
not bad.
I feel like
Keep
they
it-
should.
keep it that way.
I feel like they should just have all titles on the line, maybe, and just keep it at that. Because Bailey doesn't have anybody yet. I feel like it should probably be Sasha Banks.
Yeah, it'll probably it'll probably end up being her. If I don't know, like I was kind of hoping like Paige would get medically cleared and come back.
Yeah, that's what. And she was supposed to come back last
And who knows?
week. She was
Who
supposed
knows that was going to be it?
right.
Exactly.
Nobody knew.
Yeah, but not to cross brands, but I want to know what AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts is going to be like.
It's canceled though.
No,
They
it's not.
can't-
There's no way it's canceled.
They canceled it.
Oh, fuck me.
They announced they canceled it.
Yeah.
God damn it!
You done fucked up! Someone!
Either it's canceled or it's moved. I can't remember.
I swear it's moved, but it's an empty arena show.
AEW is doing empty arena shows too.
We're gonna have
Yeah, they're moving to Jacksonville.
I know they're doing one.
That's crazy if it's in Jacksonville. Because wouldn't that mean that they're like both AEW and WWE's in Florida?
Both them in Florida. One's in Orlando, one's in Jacksonville.
Ha! That's gonna be awkward as hell.
As awkward as the Super Bowl.
Oh god. Shit.
Cody and Triple H were in the same
Oh,
place
yeah,
at the same time. He was looking like what? He was looking at me like Austin did Byron. What?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh my goodness.
Can't you just imagine them two meeting again in like a breakfast place or some shit? Oh yeah, that's right. You can't eat out here in this outbreak. This is just ridiculous.
No, but they just bump into each other. Cody. Paul.
Right.
Well,
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
Helmsley.
I mean,
Levesque.
Right, Levesque.
big question: Who do you guys think if they do go with like all belts? Who do you think the Profits should go
The
against?
Street Profits?
Yeah, because they're not gonna have. More than likely, we're gonna get Rollins versus Owens. Matter of fact, we are getting Rollins versus Owens.
AOP probably.
AOP. War Raiders? You going for the War Raiders?
No, I'm going for what the hell's our name. I don't know what y'all
The
think.
Viking experience, whatever it called.
Oh, that's
The
dope.
War Viking Raiders Experience Machines.
Oh god.
You know, I was so scared, not to get off track, I was so scared to see what the Fiend's champion entrance would be like.
Yup.
Good thing it's the same thing, because if he came out like a regular wrestler, I would have just quit this game altogether.
Well, I haven't touched this video game at all. And that's going to stay that way.
I'm still going off of 2K19. I am not buying 20. I'm not buying another 2K game until 21.
This was the only reason why I bought 20, honestly,
know.
when it comes
Well,
down to it.
I was kind of against buying 2K20 when they took my man Leo Rush off of there.
Yeah.
Who else?
By that time, I already had my pre-order in there, so I was like, "Screw it, I'm all in
Like,
already."
you already had pun. Speaking of them, shit, I'm looking forward to when they're gonna bring out their first game.
AEW?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that too.
Cause,
Yeah,
Kenny and Kenny, Cody, Young Bucks, they've all talked about it. It's like, you guys want one, well, we're not promising nothing, but
Give it a shot.
it's on our to-do list.
No,
And Kenny, he's in talks with Sega.
Not Sega.
Was it Nintendo? I forget what
No,
it was.
he's Aki Corporation.
Interesting.
Whoever, whatever their name is now, but the people who did WrestleMania 2000, No Mercy. He's basically trying to get that engine into the AEW game. No Mercy, which is the greatest wrestling game of all time. Come at me, bro.
I never played it. Well, I take that back. I never owned it, but I did play it.
I always heard it was good.
Blockbuster never got that game back from me.
Oh, fucking A. People are going to be listening to this and be like, Blockbuster?
If you're
Look it up, kiddies.
If you don't know what that is, again, you're too young for this.
Look it up, kiddies.
Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, shit.
Wow, I totally forgot about Hollywood Video.
Oh my goodness, me too.
Yeah, well, you know what? Shit. They were the only thing that worked. Damn.
Oh fuck.
And Ricochet's just like going ham on everybody.
Just like he did the title match.
Redemption,
Yeah, right.
bitches!
He's been
I
on,
know what happens in real life!
he's been on redemption on this game ever since he lost to Lesnar in real life.
I swear.
But
and Riddick Moss.
but yeah, back to oh my god. But yeah,
Back
back to the AEW game is getting more and more to the point where it's basically confirmed.
Like I said,
We're just waiting for official details.
Judas is going to be my entrance music. I'm calling it now. Either that or Pride and Powerful by
If I wasn't
Ortiz, Santana and Ortiz.
Well,
Be powerful.
you guys are
You know what? Actually, what theme song actually crept into my heart from AEW?
Sure, what?
Darby Allin's.
Oh, I like his. That one's good.
Because it sounds like a Nirvana song.
It does.
I can see that.
So like I am like one of the biggest, probably the biggest Nirvana fan out of our whole circle.
Yeah.
So
I only really like like one or two songs.
yeah, I listened to the whole discography. But anyway, like not to brag,
Ain't
just
nothing wrong with it.
but yeah, that's probably one of my favorite things. We are going on about a lot. You want to share a favorite AEW theme before we sign off?
Honestly, you know what? It's gonna be cliched, but I kind of like Jake the Snakes.
Okay.
I know it's like WWE's version, but they, in a weird way, they TNA'd it.
like Booker T's theme in TNA.
Yeah.
Like that was
God.
basically
That
Can
was-
You Dig It?
Right. That was. Oh my god.
Now there is actually a YouTube video or two where there's actually no, but there is actually a compilation of WWE theme songs, or if they were in TNA. That's kind of how Jake the Snakes is. Like
Okay.
somebody like created that.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. But the next ones are actually Lucha Bros is a really good one.
I was just about to say
John
that.
Moxley's.
Yeah.
very
Moxley was
good.
gonna be my second one.
I'm trying to think of who another one.
Big Swole.
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 Like, oh, I fuck with her heavy.
No, there's another one. I think Emi Sakura.
I like hers. I like
Yeah,
hers.
it's
She hasn't.
I can see
Has she been wrestling on Dark or
Probably
something?
Dark.
Yeah, because I haven't seen her in the main show. I gotta start watching Dark, honestly. I haven't seen Sean Spears try saying that fast 5 times.
He's trying to find a tag team partner, dude.
I know, but at the same time, he hasn't been on AEW Dynamite.
It's probably a cover up for it because he's probably injured.
Maybe.
No, if you think about it, it's probably a cover up.
Maybe.
I guess.
They're covering up pretty well,
Yeah.
if that's the case.
Shit. How about the fact that they're going back to doing like head chair shots?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it.
Especially like nowadays,
Right.
That we know more about head injuries.
Right.
I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, because the
That
10-year-old.
didn't stop Jericho from bashing fucking Matt Jackson and Adam Cole. I'm about to say Adam.
Adam Cole.
Adam Page's skull.
Adam Page, baby.
Adam Page, cowboy.
And that's better. Hand me a beer. Oh god.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, I guess the 10-year-old in me is like glad because I'm like, yes, chair shots to the head again. But then I'm kind of fighting the current me. I'm like, God, this is fucking sick.
It's like, wait a minute.
Especially dealing with watching Daniel Bryan go through all the concussions he went through.
Yeah.
Joe going through what he's going through now. It's like,
Chris Benoit.
oh my God.
Not to mention Super ACH. Probably got some.
Who?
Yeah.
Who's that?
The former Jordan Miles.
Who?
I don't. The dream does not. Yeah.
Long
Whatever he
story
said.
short.
The dream does not recall.
Long story short.
How much you want to bet he's gonna? How much you want to bet he's gonna start dissing us like 9 weeks from now?
Go for it.
Fuck him.
Go for it. Super
Shit,
ACH.
crybaby
Jordan Miles.
bitch.
Come at us. Come at us, bro.
Crybaby ass nigga.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like you.
come
Okay.
at us.
I was. I understood where he came from with the whole T-shirt thing. I understand why he said
We all
what he
did.
said.
Yeah.
But when
We
you
was
start,
on your side.
you
G's.
lost points when you started dissing Jay Lethal and other, black wrestlers. It's like, bro, now you just doing
We
too
was,
much.
we was on your side.
It felt like he was complaining just to complain about different shit.
We was
Exactly.
Jordan Miles, ACH. We was for the culture with you, dude. Come on, you can't do that to us.
Shit for the culture. Now that shit was just free of dumb self.
Yeah, 9 weeks you come at us, and guess what? 10 weeks later, your ass gonna cry. That's
Cry,
how fucked up your head is.
cry, bitch, cry.
He gonna cry in the car.
Let him.
Oh well. Anyways, shit.
Anyways.
we have been going for like an hour and 15 minutes.
So
I guess now will be a perfect time to sign off.
And say, my name's Samielle, representing 773 up in the biatch. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and for the love of God, stay safe and wipe your ass.
If you can find toilet paper.
Yeah, that's one thing before we sign off, man. What the fuck are y'all grabbing toilet paper
Oh, here goes
for?
the AK moment.
Are
we was
you
waiting
niggas
on.
constipated with all this panic that's going on or what? Like,
He's been rubbing the Smith & Wesson all
like
the
I am
office.
scared to eat now because I'm scared to shit. Because I don't want to run out of toilet paper. Because I know you motherfuckers are taking every single last roll.
Now we gotta survive off of liquids.
Right, shit. Fuck Sharman, I'm trying to survive here. Damn. And you know what? What do you need toilet paper for? Legit.
It's gonna be
grab paper towels.
It's gonna
if you don't have toilet paper and you can't wipe your ass, nigga, go back to caveman style. Get some leaves. Get some fucking newspaper. I don't care. Use your old fucking sock from when you were in high school. Stop stealing or grabbing all the toilet paper. Niggas is gonna be plugs for toilet paper now. It's like, what the fuck?
It's gonna get to the. Oh, Samielle left the building.
That's okay. He'll be back. He went to get toilet paper.
It's gonna get to the point where we just have to use one square at a time to wipe.
Yes. Just one. Double wrap it if you have to. Or pinch it off. I don't give a fuck. Shit.
Oh my god.
Alright, now I'm done.
Oh shit.
So Samielle signed out of here. It's the BBN, Big Beautiful Nigga, Crazy Cross. Signing out. Wipe your ass. Save your toilet paper. Hug your relatives.
Oh my god.
And most of all, you know what? Be safe because you never know who has what. You never know who is doing what. Watch yourself. Watch your relatives. And like I said, just be safe and be healthy. And be healthy.
Healthy.
Be happy.
Be healthy too.
Don't worry.
Right.
Be happy.
Be happy and not shitty because there's not enough toilet paper going around.
Actually, he's right.
Oh fuck.
Now I'm done.
And
also to the dumb bitches that's getting like 13 gallons of milk.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, that's the first time I heard of milk.
Yeah, right. Shit.
I seen it all. I seen it.
Why would you get 13 gallons when it expires on... Okay.
When it expires on the 2nd of April or some shit like that.
Yeah, then you really need the toilet paper.
Yeah,
What the fuck are we grabbing that for?
I don't know.
Like, I understand the hand sanitizer. I understand the water. I understand those two things.
Some people are made
The
of
Kleenex.
stupid.
I get that. The hand soap. But toilet paper?
Some people are made of stupid though.
Like, fuck selling weed. I'm selling tissue rolls.
Oh my god.
No, it's like, you know what? We need all this. We need non-perishable items. We need these type of food. We need hand sanitizer. We need this. We need that.
This some
fucking toilet paper.
This some Last of Us World War Z type of shit, man.
Oh my god.
You know, I'm hoping it doesn't come to that. But
I
shit.
hope not either.
And you know what?
Knock on wood.
Excuse me. They talking about, you know, folks being quarantined, you know, staying in our homes and shit. That's fine. I'm antisocial as fuck. I stay in the house anyway, so that shit don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and second of all, niggas been quarantined all their lives. Niggas be shooting outside the house. So it's like, shit, we used to staying in the house.
Yup.
Pretty much, man. Pretty freaking
And
much.
that ain't even a joke. That's real shit.
All right.
Anyways, brother.
Oh my god.
I don't even know where we're at anymore.
I don't know either.
I
got shit.
We were signing out.
Don't use that much toilet paper now.
I'm kidding. No,
And
I don't.
I guess they all signed off. So just to piss people off, I am the
Donald
toilet
Trump.
paper bandit. I have all the toilet paper. Come at me. I'm selling $20 a roll.
Damn.
Let's get him, Cross. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so before all of y'all come at me, I'm signing off. I love you fuckers. Stay sexy. And I'm going to hide for the rest of the time until I use up all this toilet paper.
Like, share, subscribe, show some love.
Yeah.
Links down below where to follow us, y'all.
He's gonna make a fort.
Out of toilet paper.
Yep. Just to piss people off.
Matter of fact,
Come at me.
no, I know how to piss people off. I'm TPing everybody's house.
Just,
Yep, I'm on that.
You got
And
that
I'm
much?
using, and I'm grabbing that shit. I'm using it. Fuck you.
Yeah, right. Like, thanks. Shit, you just gave it away for free.
What? You TP'd my house?
Thank you.
I could use that. Though.
Right. Shit, I'll take it all down. I don't care.
Shit.
That's your loss, motherfucker.
But to be honest with you guys, I am for my actual sign off. I'm Rudy Gobert. And
Who's that? Explain it in the next podcast. We don't have any more time.
I'm Rudy Gobert, and I am gonna be so touching everybody when I get out of here. So you guys enjoy yourselves. Have a good one. Stay sexy, and I love you guys.
Peace.
Peace and love, y'all.